Guys, I'm just sitting here at work, looking at my bike and the camera, and I thought I've been meaning to do a pros and cons videos for you. I ain't had time doing it, so I'm going to do it now. I was going to do it about 2 weeks ago, but as I was about to do it, that day I come off my bike and had to take it to a garage, and it was there for a week. I'd done all the fairings in. Need a clutch lever. It's a proper messy job. I'll go into that on the other video, but here's the bike. It's quite dark. Got no lighting out here, and it's about 2:30 in the morning, I think. Yeah, I work nights. But no, pros and cons. I'm going to start with cons. There ain't many, but remember, this is a cheap bike, so let's be aware of that. First cons I've got to say are the tyres. Unfortunately it's dark so we can't really see, but they're cheap tyres, as you can imagine, on a cheap bike. I know they're very thin, but I'm getting some new tyres this week because I've had enough of these. They will get you to A to B, but for myself I've just got some bigger tyres coming. I'm not going too big, I'm going 110 on the back. I can't think, is it 80 on the front or 90. I'm just going one size up though, that's all I'm doing. For the other con would be how light it is. You know, it's fine all around town now, but taking it on any bigger roads you will feel little, you know. A little bit of wind, you know, you're going to feel it. Not even on the big roads either. If it's a windy day around the town, you're definitely going to feel it. I believe the dry weight of this bike is 133 kilos, which is literally nothing. And also, the other con are the parts. You know, it's a cheap bike. You know, it's going to have some cheap parts on it. For one, indicators are very wobbly. Brake levers wobble a bit. So it's really dark. But no, you can change a couple of bits to it, like I'm changing the tyres. I'm changing the indicators very soon, but I'm going to do a up-to-date video when all my new bits get here. I've got a few bits coming, so give me about 2 weeks, I'll have a new video up with all my new bits. It's going to look quite nice. The other con slash pro, you know, I can't put it in the cons, I can't put it in the pros. Is speed. It's brilliant round town. You know, it'll get you around town easily fine. Enough speed, catch you with any car. But getting on like the big A roads or something like that, any of the bigger roads, you are lacking speed. I believe they do 70 miles per hour. Okay, it's speed limit, but if you needed that extra bit of speed to get around a car or something, you ain't got it. And also on the bigger roads, it is very light, so I don't personally use it on the bigger roads. I don't need to though. Alright, let's get to the pros. The pros are good. You know, it's my first bike, so one of the pros, it's a great first bike. The other pro, what goes with a great first bike, is it's cheap. I paid $1,500 on the road. For your first bike, you don't want to pay much more than that. And the other pros, definitely, is why I got it, is looks. It looks nice. Unfortunately we can't really see it that well, but we've got some lovely gold forks on it. They've matched it with a gold little brake bit there for ABS, I believe. I'll get a couple of pictures I think of this video with the bike in the daylight. The other pro, what is brilliant, is fuel. You know, I fill it up under a tenner a week And don't get me wrong, I don't ride the bike sensibly. Like, I keep my revs silly high. I always keep my revs high. It's still a toy to me, so I do play about with my bike, keeping my revs quite high. But you know, I work 4 nights a week, so getting to work and back now is 18 miles. What's that? 72 miles a week now. And I also use my bike, you know, for weekends all around town. So I do a bit on it a week, and I don't, you know, it does very well on fuel. Okay, for pros, if anything goes wrong with it, you can get parts, you know, off the website. So it's a pro to think of. You can get parts if anything goes wrong with it. I have a pro. It's not really to do with the actual bike itself, but I'm on the I believe it's a Lexmoto owner page on Facebook, and they are very, very helpful. They know everything about the bikes for admin people. If you ever want a bit of advice, they're more than happy to help you. They've helped me a few times. So it is a pro, because I know a lot of the other bike makers out there ain't got a good, reliable page like this. It's a little thing you need to think of like that. Was quite good. Other than that, I don't think I've got much more to say. Like I said, I'm going to do another video with all my updates I'm putting on it. I'm putting some more bits on it. It's going to look quite nice. That should be about 2 weeks. And I'm also going to do a video of the clothing and boots and helmet and stuff like that I'm using at the minute. Because I'm a new rider, I didn't want to pay silly money for all that. But you really, really do need it. When I come off, I'm just, so happy I had the gear on. Otherwise, I might not be standing here right now. It's nasty. But no, it scared the shit out of me. But I got back on the bike. And no, but really, really do need the gear. Like, for one of my mates come off his ped about a week ago. Just in a normal, I think it's just a jacket. Jogging bottoms and stuff. And just come off, not at high speed or nothing, but it all burns down his arms. And I know if that happens to me, a little thing like that, with that gear on, would have got back up, got on my bike and drove off. So I think he really regrets it, and he's going to get some gear. But obviously, for your first bike now, you don't want to be paying all this money for his gear, because it can be very expensive. But I've had a good look around. I managed to get my gear quite cheap, and it's actually quite good. I hope I haven't kept you so long. Sorry about the light. I'm going to put a couple of pictures up so you can see the bike, but I have put a review of this bike, or still in the daylight. So, thanks for watching, guys, and look out for the next video. All right.